Hello. Welcome to the live. Let me go this down. Welcome everyone. It is 1:48 a.m. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving to You Straight. Welcome to the live. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me sign off and let's see what the energy looks like. One more. Oh, let me see. Let me plug this up. I'm sorry, you guys. So if you come through this live, it's about to start. I have the angels of abundance in the house. Our holy loving angels. I have the spirit team is ready. And we are. Excited to be here. Happy blessed Sunday to all. Let's see if you're on the right path. What's going on? All 12 signs. I'm going to begin with just the angels of abundance. I have here the love oracle. If you have a question, I'll be using this book as well once in a while, especially when I do life questions. All right, so let's go ahead. From Aries to Pisces, the angels of abundance. What beautiful message they have for you this beautiful blessed Sunday. Here we go. Aries to Pisces. Guys, strength, faith, courage, and believe in all you do. One more. Here we go. If you have a question, come on in. Ask your questions. And if you come in, give me a chance because I'm not looking directly at my phone. I have it to my left and I'm focusing over here. Okay. I'm basically, you see this here, but I'm focusing right here. All right. So let's go ahead towards the sun. The sun is in Leo. Also in Leo, we have the moon. It's a powerful moment. All right. So Aries, they want you to moonlight in. Okay. Pay attention to the phases, the cycles. Every moon cycle is a new beginning, new energy enters your life. You can start working on your dream career part-time or your other job, and then you keep your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dreams career will take flight and fully support you. Okay, that is the message for you. Aries, let me continue on from Aries to Taurus. We're going to go Taurus to Pisces in that order. Here we go. Holy loving angels. Give it to me. Thank you. One more. All right, we are ready. Taurus, release resentments about money. Okay, yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. It says, see money as a tool. Everything's a tool that you can use to better the world. And this shit will help you attract support and golden opportunities. And especially you have Uranus. It's the way you deal with money. It's new. It's ways of new looking at money. All right, with Uranus in your house. You also have Venus, your ruling planet, is at home. So looking at new ways to make money through innovation, right? Using the tools that heaven have created, becoming the player of the game, how to create your heaven on earth. All right, so you have so much creativity going on, but you have some kind of setting limits and boundaries there. All right, but anyway, at the end of the day, money is of course a flow of energy. All right, depending on how much energy you put into your work, your career, a project, whatever the case may be, right? But like, am I gonna be stable? We all think about that security, making sure our security nest, we go in money, budgeting money, but you're always gonna be blessed, okay? Just don't send that negative energy. Always be grateful for what you have, control your spending, right? Especially if you like to shop, you like to find the things in life, I understand, but sometimes we don't get to have those opportunities, but they'll come. Just believe in yourself and know you do. Your angels are always with you, pushing you, helping you, especially to control your spending. All right? Just try to make some changes, little changes, Taurus. Let's go ahead to Gemini. Gemini, you got employment change, okay? Your career path is leading you in a higher direction. So everybody's on the right path. This is about if you're on the right path. And what are your archangels, your guardian angels, right? We are never alone. So your career path is leading you in a higher direction, okay? With positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. New ideas of way of doing things, new career, right? Maybe this employment change will give you time for the career that you want, all right? Because it's all about your career, or maybe you change careers or looking to change careers or anyway. But bottom line is it's time to welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Okay. All right. That's for Gemini. Let's go into Cancer. Cancer. Let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, Cancer, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust what God that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn to grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. All right. Let alone that the people, they berate you or they feel like you can't stand up or you won't be able to, succeed in some kind of, you know, job or money or with a partner, whatever the case may be, like you're not good enough, okay? It's like the imposter syndrome, all right? The underdog. But anyway, stop berating yourself or let go of guilt, okay? You don't need to have to feel guilty. We all make mistakes. Move past them. Try to live beyond the mistakes that you made. We all make them. They are part of life. This is how you learn. And when you learn, you grow. It's just that's it. All right. Everything's a catalyst for growth. Every decision, every challenge, every opportunity. Leo, you have that moon in your house, and that's gonna give you emotional pull towards something, connection maybe with somebody, or maybe putting yourself out there, whatever the case may be. But you ask for your needs to be met. Okay. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so, okay? The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you as well, okay? Okay. You don't have to take on the burdens or all the load. It's time to load off. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go back in here. Let's go to Virgo. Virgo, let's see what's going on. Virgo, you have exercise. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities, Virgo. If you started to exercise, Virgo, that's what it's showing here. All right. Or maybe you need to. The key to maintaining quickly is to have a very high energy levels, right? A high vibrations. All right. That generates emotions. And of course, everything proceeds through the heart, right? Sound, frequency, vibration, and you'll be able to hold that in your mind, especially your manifestation powers. Okay, and so the healthier you are, your cells, everything starts flowing. Your brain, you feel good. The good serotonin, the positive outlook. You create new neural networks. Okay, so energy levels and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Okay, choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. All right, Virgo. So you haven't started exercising, Virgo. This is the way to create more energy, to put more energy, moving that energy around in your body. All right. And if this is where you start connecting to your higher self, all right, make it fun. Don't make it seem like, oh man, I just got to get up and exercise. Just do it. All right. I know it's hard because sometimes, you might feel like you don't have enough time during the day, but take out an hour, just make it feel like you're cooking. All right. In order to cook, you got to get all the ingredients, right? You got to get everything ready. Just see it like that. Like it's not work. It's just something that's part of you. All right, clearing debts for Libra. Libra, your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making plans to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. Okay? Uh, Scorpio, you have here savings. As you consistently save for the future, your future is saved. Do your future self a favor, a big favor, as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Scorpio. Let's go ahead to Sagittarius. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the door to receive. Without faith, nothing moves, right? The spirit doesn't move. We have to have faith. Every cell in your body will start dancing to this beautiful beat. You start feeling lighter and free when you trust in the universe. You know, this is the divine masculine or feminine, where he trusts in the universe, open freely to whatever it comes, right? And it lowers our expectations than it was to be. There's no lack of limitation, rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Let's go ahead to Capricorn. Capricorn, gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keeping focus upon gratitude, and you discover the amazing generosity of the universe. It generates emotions, right? When you write a gratitude list or you stay in that gratitude and that vibration, right? You start opening up, like, wow, because it's everything's in your mind, right? So if everything's proceeded through your mind, if you hold that gratitude in your mind, that list, and you continue to stay in that frequency, it's incredible how the universe rewards you just for that, because you're creating it. All right, let's go ahead to even when you get in a relaxed state, you'll be able to get a thought form packs of information there to how to move forward and create more abundance into your life. Conscious consumer for you, Aquarius, you have the power to heal and to help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmental friendly, Aquarius. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic foods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Okay, and Pisces. Pisces declutter. You feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living room and workspace. Donate what you can to help others. You may need your items. Be sure help others who may need your items. I'm sorry. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. All right. Basically, don't overcommit. Clear the clutter. All right. Sometimes we hold on to things that we don't need, or if you find yourself donating, all right, it's a great time, especially summer's here, and there's gonna be some, winter stuff that you're not gonna use next year. And for all of us, for the collective, for the unity, for the oneness, windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them are unexpected, to be open to receive, and know that its abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Let's get into the tarot. This is live. If you have a question, come on in. From Pisces, I'm going to go opposite here now. The clock goes like this, and the zodiac goes like this: 12, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 to 12. So let's turn that page around. I don't know if Pisces, let's see if you're headed on the right path or whether you need to remove, add to your life. With that being said, Pisces, Holy Loving Angels, my beautiful, healthy spirits, Let's see what the message is for you. The divine guidance for Pisces this beautiful Sunday, June 29th. And, one more day before the month of June is out of here. Let's welcome July with open arms, and let's expect the very best. Every day we wake up, we expect the best, knowing that the universe has our best interest at heart. God is always your source, your life. Live it with an abundance, a mindset of abundance. Pisces, I'm going to give you three. So you have the Four Swords. So sacred time to rest, relax, seclusion for yourself before you negotiate. This could be a painful after the Three of Swords. This could be you right now, or this could be somebody thinking about how to approach a situation that was heartbreaking, or maybe just some words that were said. Could be friends, family, or love interest, or maybe somebody's thinking about something that they said to you. All right. So just be mindful that a lot of times all we need is to take some rest, right? Mentally. All right. You can lay in bed. So if you find yourself today laying in bed and you can't sleep, get up and pray while you're in this, while you're here, instead of, right, because you got to pray for deliverance anyway. So while you're in the Four Swords, take some time, even if you could pray in your mind, right? Pray in your mind. Yeah, some people pray and they connect. Either way, you're connected to source, okay? You could have had an argument or a situation that you need to think over. This is the time where you could get to ask God and your angels, getting some support from your higher self, from your spirit guides, whatever you believe, okay? So the universe listens to the words, they carry a vibration. So understand that each time you pray, when you meditate, you think of, you're connecting because you're waiting for the answers, all right? How you're going to move forward, because there's something that was painful. Words that were said, once they said, we can never get them back. All we could do is take some time, let the thing calm down, all right? But anyway, you got the Four Swords. Let's see what other energy you got, Pisces. You got the Six of Swords, healing and moving forward. Then after that, right, you don't have to go and, because look, you're going from the 4 to the 6. So it's no 5. There's no changes. The person either not going to change, the situation is not going to change, because 5 is all about, changes, conflict, dealing with conflict, know how to handle conflict, but it's like you're going to run through it quickly, like it's going to just go smoothly. All right, going from heartbreak to healing. All right, going from those murky turbulence of a relationship or friendship, or this is you moving forward with ease after this contemplation. Like you're not gonna have to. Maybe you don't want to give somebody a second chance. All right, maybe you say, you know what, I thought about it. I prayed about it. God has given me the opportunity there to really reflect on these things, these issues. What is my well-being, my emotional, like my emotional state of being? Are these things ever going to change? This person's ever going to change? I'm in a safe place, or so, but it basically, so you go from the 4 to the 6, which is finding that balance again. Okay, that balance between uh my state of being, right, instead of jumping from the pan to the frying pan, or from the heat to the however. All right, so you're gonna find things that are gonna just go, wow, I didn't need it to self-sabotage. I didn't need it to go back on my word, because once I say my word, I'm gonna stick to it and I'm gonna move forward. All right, without having closure or giving the person a piece of your mind. You know what I mean? So the universe is telling you, instead of doing the 5, which is conflict and finding resolution through, I want to express myself. No, this is where it's okay not to have closure. Some things were never meant to have closure. So maybe you're in a situation where you want to give somebody a piece of your mind, so you're going to think about it, but then make the best decisions, and to avoid conflict, just let it go. It's going to be okay. Maybe this was one of those things. I don't know if there was something said to your character, right? Or somebody lied to you, or you find it difficult with coworkers or friends. But the best thing to you do is, yeah, to take some time to really think about it before negotiating. This is a milestone or something that was reached in your life that is need to be paid. It need to be laid to rest. All right, to the side. and then deal with it, in your own time instead of approaching the person. All right? So that's a smart thing to do. Let's go ahead to Aquarius. Aquarius, you got the Two of Pentacles and you got the Ace of Swords. Okay? So the Two of Pentacles is the card of balance. All right? When Aquarius, when you in balance, right? Because balance is balance and harmony is harmony. So the fact that the Two of Pentacles shows up is a person that be able to do a lot of great deal of work, right? Or handle a lot of different things. Like you wear a lot of different hats, basically. You could do so many different things. But the swords indicates that mental, right? Mental, it could drain you, all right? Because the swords represents my mind, how I deal with things, how I process information. If I'm so good at doing something, like somebody is gonna expect for you to do this all because you're good at it. It could be a friend, it could be friends, family that could drain you. So you need to the sword. The only way, or even if you want to make decisions or you're weighing your options about doing something, wisdom, right, is action. Action. Just taking action and speak your truth. All right, that's what it's telling you, basically. At least for today, okay. So then you could see, you know what? I could see clearly, and that by my voice, what I say matters. I can voice my truth and my inner wisdom, right? All right, let's go ahead to Capricorn. Capricorn, you got the Eight of Wands, and you have the Five of Pentacles. All right. Wow. So basically, what you have here, it's a blessing. Okay. A blessing that comes, like miracles happen all the time, divine intervention, or this could be, the universe is trying to avoid for you to have this Five of Pentacles, this loss, right? Um, you could be dealing here, man. This is so nice because this is something that's coming at you, this opportunity that's going to catch, or like a news about somebody wanting to return after having you guessing here, you know, or let's say you're homeless, right? You're gonna get let's just say if you're here, man, I don't know where to go. I have my kids, there's shelter for you and your kids or whatever you're going through. The Five of Pentacles is an energy about being free. The key to my personality is freedom. It could be you, it could be a person. But the Eight of Wands is such a beautiful blessing when something comes into your life. Somebody puts a good word in for you. It could be somebody that signs you up for a contest or anything. And it's a blessing that comes because that's what happens. That's how the universe rewards the people that are out there. It's like you don't never have to worry about having a place to go because somebody's always gonna be there. All right. So even if you lost, you don't really lose. You understand? Capricorn. At best here, this could be a person, let's just say for love, that wants to come back because they feel lost without you. All right? This person now is decisive. You're the one that I want to be with, so you're gonna have this kind of connection, like you gotta like if you say, am I in the right direction? Yeah. Even if you homeless or even if you because it wants to take me back to your homeless. All right. Just expect divine guidance, divine intervention is at play in your life. All right, steering you in the right direction. So anything you do from this point on is going to catch momentum. Even if you're out of a job for now, how I'm going to make the money, right? Because you have the Eight of Wands is a card of momentum and it's a card of progress and it's about me moving forward despite of my circumstance here, right? Stronger because the universe has your back, basically. All right. When it comes to love, again, it could be somebody who wants to come back after they left you out in the cold or you thought it was over. One of the worst cards to see is the Five of Pentacles because it says, I'm not interested in you, you know. But for whatever reason they changed their mind. Make sure that this person is the truth now. Okay. Um, you never have to worry, because somebody's always there giving you a hand. The universe supports you that way. When you don't see how I'm gonna make it, it just says, "Wow, look, never have to worry about have a bed, a place to sleep. There's always gonna be somebody there helping you, giving you this hand. So you will never have to worry about being out in the cold or, desolated, or because, or even if you spend a lot of time alone. We all need our solo time, our time alone to figure things out. And so the universe is get out there, this could go so many different ways, but that's what we're looking at. All right, let's go ahead into Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you got the Hermit, and you have the King of Cups. All right. So whether you are a person that's caring, love and understanding, right? Because you have from the Hermit that likes to be quiet. I like to take some time because I gotta figure my thoughts, my feelings, how I'm feeling, right? I disconnect because I want to figure things out. I want time to reflect before I open up emotionally. Maybe I'm having a hard time expressing how I feel, right? And so could be you, or this could be a person, all right? Once the Hermit figures out, his true intentions, how he's gonna deal with emotions, because he probably never have to express so much emotions, or maybe he's so busy, with work, right? Or maybe just shy. The hermit is, somebody that likes to be alone. But the King of Cups is so much open to love. He's all about, having a strong emotional connection with somebody. But whatever the case may be here, it's like the energy is so contradicting. You want to be alone or you want to be with me. All right, you could be going through that right now. But anyway, whether you want to be married or not, or do I want to be alone? So that's what you might be dealing with. Am I heading the right direction? Right, because the law of polarity states that everything has opposites. And through that energy of the contradicting, do I want to be alone? Do they still love me? Or I want to be alone? Am I attracted to you? They love me, but yeah, but they will still want to be with me. So you might be dealing with something like that, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead to Scorpio. Scorpio, the Ten of Cups and the Tower. All right. So you could expect something here to change for the better. All right. There could be some stability here or some reunion, because the Ten of Cups is a very powerful card. This is where I belong. This is where I'm happy. This could be, right? I don't know if you heard something, because it's telling you don't go by about what you hear. Make sure that you got all the facts. All right, because whatever this is, it's going to cause you to blow up for nothing. All right, your home is safe. You're happy, even if you're by yourself. Right? Don't pay attention to what people say, because a lot of times they don't want you to have this successful, happy home. So please don't. Even if just people talking, I don't know if you do it online or you. All right, because this is going to cost you a lot of, like, don't absorb, basically. All right, remain calm because everything's going to be okay. All right, it could be people, a couple. I don't know if you go out with other people, whatever the case may be. All right, it could be a father, a mother, connections to your family, basically. All right, let's go ahead with Libra. Libra, you got the Ace of Pentacles and you got the Knight of Cups. All right. So love and money, okay? Because the Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity, okay? New opportunities, a new cycle is going to begin in your life. They start fresh, all things fresh, all right? This could basically manifest a new career, the undertaking of a job, or putting more care into yourself or your love life, right? Seeing past all the disappointments. It's up to you. Do I want to start again? You know, this seed that's being planted in the material realm, right? It gives prosperity, gives you hope for the future. Okay. Watering the seed is going to give you this good yield, all right, money, but mostly a solid connection here. Okay. So if you're in search of love, this cycle, especially starting in July, you'll find it there. Okay, because that's what basically is a steady a relationship that is steady, it's loving, it's kind, it's like me, it mirrors me. So that's what we were looking for, right? So let's go ahead to Virgo. Virgo, you got the star and you got the Knight of Wands. Of course, this makes sense. All right. The Star is a card of, and it's a card of renewal. It's a card of healing. It's a card of moving past the hurt, the drama. Right. I'm in a better place. I see how things. Disappointments. This could be you becoming basically a star. I'm not kidding. This could be you putting yourself in front. All right. No, I'm not living under nobody's spotlight. I'm ready to take on. Cause look, I'm ready to take front center. All right. You have enthusiasm here, but you also have Mars. Mars is the planet that gives you the drive, so you don't have to feel like shy, introverted. You get that, you get that passion, that drive, that ambition. Even you're young, so basically, that's what it represents. Your spirit of the youth. It brings out all that excitement. Okay, you could be purchasing a new car. This is going to give you an opportunity for that. This is going to be an opportunity for you to travel. Knights are protectors. Okay, they like to protect those they love. Right, the star represents your inner compass, exactly where I'm heading in the right direction. All right, you're looking to make money, a new career, or could be a person. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, all right, and Aquarius. Is it a good opportunity? Should I move forward? Okay, so that is up to you. But when it comes to you moving in the right direction, yeah, all right. Should I give this person a chance? Do I communicate with them? Do I move towards them? Because the energies, I feel good about it. So do follow your heart, follow your passions. Okay, let's go to I'm going up, that's why. And going up is Leo. Leo, you got the devil, haughty behavior, and the ace of one. Okay? So you have some haughty behavior. The devil energy is a card of, you know, then I like to use the Rider Waite tarot because it shows the two figures, connected to this vault of energy, those chains that links them to the material realm. But a lot of people don't understand that card. All right. So this is you focus and laser focus on your career. And a lot of times we get, you know, we become a little mean, or we become too much focused on the material that we come out mean, but it's not that we're mean, or we're focused, and we lose sense of, what we really hear. We created enough abundance, right? Or we let that side, the animal, take over. All right. So in order for the animal to don't take over, there must be, you know, change. Because if not, I won't be able to grow. Like I will take off and do other things and focus on other people. So being that the devil, that Baphomet, that go has them in those chains, they mean that they have to keep them, alive. If not, they'll do things that it doesn't align with what they want. Their purpose in life is to make it, to become your own God, basically. All right. But the Ace of Wands is a card of creativity, a spark, a new interest here. All right. So in order for this is when I'm self-restrained, all right? Because I have things that I want to do in life. I got goals. And if they take the root of the devil, right? Which is the energy when you're focused on the material side of life, right? Because if not, right? I will misbehave. I will spend my money. I'll do different things with my money. So this is focused on the task at hand. And so as far as the material realm, I'm reveling in the passions of life, right? Then you're under earth. And so, but when it comes to love, ladies, if you restrict your man who he should associate with, controlling, right? You need to just work on that. Nobody likes to be controlled, especially men who you associate with, who you call when time for you to come home. You can't treat your man like a child, you know. Put him on restriction like a warden, or like you're there on a probation. You really got to look a little bit more into that. Or it could just be you having a great time, you know. I'm excited. I met somebody that I'm attracted to. When I met them, I see them. Wow. So just enjoy that. All right. Don't let your urges, your impulses take over. All right. Try to keep the animal in check. All right. Your own impulses. The Page of Pentacles for who's this for? I usually give one. Um, that is Leo, and this is Virgo, the Page of Pentacles. I mean, not Virgo, I'm sorry, Cancer, and the Seven of Swords. All right. The Page of Pentacles, of course, is news about money, finances, or looking way to become more stable. But trying to do it like, what is the fast track to the shortcut to happiness here? Because I want to do something for myself. So I see you here cutting corners. All right, just cutting corners because I want to do something for myself. This is a person that's really a good vision with money, exercise, and working out, all these good things, right? So anyway, that's what it looks like with the Page of Pentacles, right? Page of Pentacles is a news about money, but as far as you're concerned, it's like if you wasn't saving money, like you being strategic with your money because you want to do stuff. If not, you won't get stuff done for you, especially on your birthday. Happy birthday, Cancer. Let's go to Gemini. Gemini, you got the Four Cups, and you got the Hierophant. All right. So, the Four Cups is the energy of like I don't want to open up to love. You coming off like, oh, I'm not ready, or have so many things on my mind. Although I'm grateful, right? Or you thinking about changing religion here, or there's something about you, right? That you don't want to deal with external authorities here, structures, right? When you're connecting your spirit, so basically here, the Hierophant represents for structures, authority, working to I don't. Maybe you want to join a religious group here. Don't know what you do. An institution, any organization. That you don't have to get this grade to complete that course to get to that next grade. Programs, ritual, rites, forms to fill out. Maybe you didn't like that. Like it's gonna take forever. Maybe you're thinking about, because this is a connection to my spirit that leads me, man. Should I pay attention to what's going on when it comes to religion, esoteric, something occult, or just going to church, right? Do you feel like, man, I need to get back into church, or maybe you be thinking about it, or whatever the case may be? All right? Or there's other ways that you could reach God. Like, do I have to sit under a tree to meet God, or what do I do about that? All right. Taurus, you got the Seven of Wands, and you got the Sun. All right? So the Seven of Wands is the protector, standing up, for the person that I love. And with the Sun, there represents prosperity coming your way and just joyous, wonderful time. The Sun is all about clear, decisive. This is an amount of energy that you will have so you could complete your task without the challenges, because you might like a good challenge, but it says, now, you know what? You have the practical fortitude, the mental fortitude here. You have power, to complete any task you want. You don't have to berate yourself. You got what it takes. All right. I'm leading you in the right path here to stand up and do the things and the amount of energy and to be successful. Period. All right. You got strong survival instincts here when you get the Sun. Your protectiveness, your defensiveness. The ones I'm protecting, the ones I'm with, the roots, the family, safe, and everything's there for you. Okay. Uh, and nobody's who's here. And so let's go to the last one is Aries. Aries, you got the King of Swords. And you also got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Mr. or Mrs. Independent, right? What I'm getting here, my mind is on my money and my money is on my mind. Either way, right? I'm just, my most important things is me, my survival. All right, I don't think that's nobody here. I've been here in a half hour. Yep, 40 minutes. Okay, so I got my mind and my money, and my money and my mind is what I see here. Or my money and your money. All right. This is my first time coming in at this time. I'll be back in I'll be back in later on at 4 p.m. And so if you guys want to come join me then, I'll see you guys. And for everybody, the Nine of Cups, emotional wish fulfillment. The energy is about me. Am I really fulfilled by life? The Nine of Cups is the master. When all the cups are filled, when all our cups are filled, we feel happy. But we only need basically three cups, or four, because we got our emotional needs, our physical needs, you know, and what else falls from that, right? Emotional, physical, mental, and emotional. So once those represents our life basic needs, and so when we get that, we understand that we don't really that we shouldn't be complaining because life is good. Life has its challenges, its opportunities, it's changeable, it's unpredictable, and we shouldn't worry. Okay, so I'll be back this afternoon again. Yes, with the Angels of Abundance. And if you're new here, you come through here, you just want to listen to a message. Okay, you're in the right place. And I thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. And remember, I'll give it to you straight, but that's in the spirit of love. In the same spirit, it's gratitude. Thank you so much, guys. See you guys on the next slide. Up.